Let's learn body parts with Teacher Jellyn. Head. This is your head. How to spell? H-E-A-D. Head. Hair. This is your hair. How to spell? H-A-I-R. Hair. Eyes. These are your eyes. How to spell? E-Y-E-S. Eyes. Nose. This is your nose. How to spell? N-O-S-E. Nose. Ears. These are your ears. How to spell? E-A-R-S. Ears. Mouth. This is your mouth. How to spell? M-O-U-T-H. Mouth. Chin. This is your chin. How to spell? C-H-I-N. Chin. Neck. This is your neck. How to spell? N-E-C-K. Neck. Shoulders. These are your shoulders. How to spell? S-H-O-U-L-D-E-R-S. Shoulders. Arms. These are your arms. How to spell? A-R-M-S. Arms. Hands. These are your hands. How to spell? H-A-N-D-S. Hands. Fingers. These are your fingers. How to spell? F-I-N-G-E-R-S. Fingers. Belly. This is your belly. How to spell? B-E-L-L-Y. Belly. This is your back. How to spell? B-A-C-K. Back. Knees. These are your knees. How to spell? K-N-E-E-S. Knees. Ankle. This is your ankle. How to spell? A-N-K-L-E. Ankle. Feet. These are your feet. How to spell? F-E-E-T. Feet. Good job! Let's watch this video. Hi! Let's sing the body part song. My arms are for hugging. I love you. My eyes are for seeing. Peek-a-boo. My ears are for listening. What did you say? My mouth is for singing and talking all day. My tongue is for tasting. Yum, yum, yum. My teeth are for chewing. Num, num, num. My fingers are for counting. 1, 2, 3. Thank you for singing this song with me. Let's find out where everything goes. Where is your head? This is your head. Where is your hair? This is your hair. Where are your eyes? These are your eyes. Where is your nose? This is your nose. Where are your ears? These are your ears. Where is your mouth? This is your mouth. Where is your chin? This is your chin. Where is your neck? This is your neck. Where are your shoulders? These are your shoulders. Where are your arms? These are your arms. Where are your hands? These are your hands. Where are your fingers? These are your fingers. Where is your belly? This is your belly. Where is your back? This is your back. Where are your knees? These are your knees. Where are your ankle? These are your ankles. Where are your feet? These are your feet. You did a great job today. See you again next time. Goodbye.